Kenya is very unique. It's one of a handful of places in the world sitting on the equator. It is marvelous. You can grow 52 weeks of the year. We have 2 traditional rainy seasons, so sometimes we have little bumps in the road, but generally speaking, 45 weeks of the year we have beautiful weather, great temperature, super conditions, and climatically it's just incredible. You don't need to do much. AAA story is an interesting one. We started out in farming really by accident. My husband came back from university and he started off a small side project with friends doing tomato farming, and it was more for fun, a weekend hobby, and a lot to learn because we knew nothing about farming. And the consequence of that was we thought maybe after this experience with tomato farming, we grew some fine beans. And from the project of fine beans, we basically thought about scaling it up. At that point, Kenya was exporting very large volumes of beans. It was right in the early days. And we were very lucky, so we went into the World Bank. They were kind enough to finance us as a startup. And we started off with our first farm down in Thika. It was a very novel project. We knew very little about farming, I would say almost nothing. And we were really lucky to meet a lot of great people along the way who were helpful and able to give us a hand on things we didn't know. And so we started off growing fine beans and baby corn, which was a traditional crop for Kenya. And soon after that, we bumped into a very famous product now called tender stem broccoli. Its origin was Zimbabwe. It's a cross between conventional broccoli and Chinese kale. And so we were given the rights to grow that crop, and that was the beginning of our story.
AAA is among the 3rd largest grower and exporter out of Kenya. And we are in full control because whatever we sell to our customers, up to 90% comes from our own farms. So we are able to manage the growing standards, we are able to manage food safety, and we are able to manage the post-harvest handling. So we got a big crop range. Currently we have more than 40 different crops that we grow, and each of our farms are located in different geographical areas. So that gives us the advantage that we are able to grow different crops in different areas, and also to guarantee supply from our farms. So our biggest crop now is tender stem. We got herbs, we got avocados, which presently stands at 45 hectares. We got salad onions, we got spinach, we got baby leaves, we got runner beans, we got fine beans, we got baby corns, we got garden peas. So what we pack today would leave our pack houses the following day in the morning to be able to get to the airport, which is 200 kilometers away from here. All the trucks are refrigerated, and all the trucks have temperature monitoring devices. So again, it means once we release the product here, we are in full control of the cold chain, and that we can guarantee quality for you. From harvesting to flight into Dubai, the product would probably take within 48 hours maximum. The product will be with the customers in Dubai. So we have a vegetable nursery in one of our farms, and currently we do up to about 2 million seedlings, and that covers all, takes care of all the planting programs. We take the seeds to the nursery based on the planting program. The seedlings would be ready from the nursery anywhere between 2 to 3 weeks, and we harden the seedlings before we give it out to the farms for growing. So that gives us full control in terms of germination of the seeds, gives us full control in terms of the quality of the seedling. So when we plant, we don't have high mortality rate. So the uptake all the time from the point of planting, we have about 90% germination rate, which is good for a big farming operation like ours.
So the avocados for us are absolutely a new adventure and venture. We started off 3 years ago planting about 30 hectares, and we're now at 45. By the end of this year, we aim to be at 100 hectares. It is definitely very different. It's a tree crop. We're used to growing either a bush crop or a vegetative crop. So lots of interesting adventures there as we learn something different. The variety we're growing is Hass. really meant for breakfast eating or daytime eating. They're quite small in size compared to the conventional, traditional avocados that grow in Kenya. Those are much larger in size. I personally think that the Hass is better. It's more creamy, has a great texture. And our aim was to do something different. So our first orchard is already organically certified, and we're using that as our pilot to drive the regenerative farming agenda.
So AAA is a family-owned grower, and that's what we really like about this organisation. They invest in some of the latest crop methods, and they're always looking to remove as many pesticides as possible in the process. And equally, they're really conscious about the environment and how they can manage the crop cycles to benefit the environment. Apart from that, they do a full range of products they offer to spinneys, and that's why we like them.
It's been a really great relationship. So we've been able to engage with the team, bring new concepts to market. It's very quick. We've been able to work with them hand in hand on events. And I think so far the growth has been tremendous for both sides. And it's wonderful to have such a reliable partner.